Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics with me, Get Daved. So, into this next mission, Ramza might have so few hit points that we can't win. Let's go! I mean it, let's go. Kind of tempting to put in Agrius in the first group. Alright. Now, Rams is going to be placed separately, which sometimes happens on some matches. Look at all the dead knights. Oh, Wiegraf. I use a cane now. Oh, you've changed. So yeah, it's entirely possible Wiegraf can just one-shot Ramza, in which case we'll have to rethink our strategy quite a bit. Not quite. And that's probably his strongest ability. There we go. Yeah, he's got pretty good equipment, but nothing too crazy. I imagine he sparkles just fabulously, though. Not that impressive. We're not going to move Ramza, because I don't want... like, that's going to save 20 CT on his CT gauge, and we're going to need every one of them. This was nothing. There we go, we did it, everybody. Yeah, you're gonna need to use that. Turn into Ares. Not the god of war, but the ram. But he's essentially the god of war owing to the absolute bloodbath. Regular Kratos action. Alright, now the rest of the posse's here. Remember all those dead knights? I don't know if this is what happened to them, but either way, those are nasty. So he's got about 1,000 hit points. Now we've got a couple ways of doing insane offense. So we should be able to hang in there, but... oh yeah, we can't inspect. Okay, to my knowledge, you cannot poach these guys. So the main strategy is to just go for the kill as fast as possible. If someone gets killed, keep fighting, don't stop. Also, best not to have people stand too close together. Also, I put the Japamala on Ramza so that it would increase the strength of Holy, which allowed him to one-shot Wiegraf. Lowered his magic attack by 2, still worth it. Not sure why he got 2 turns in a row. He's out of ammo anyway. So Belias is actually like a super mage summoner type. Okay, Egrius doesn't have to be standing next to him to hit him. He's essentially here to bottleneck what caliber that is. And what can she do? He's casting right now, so he's going to be super vulnerable. There we go. That was on a crit, which was pretty good luck. I'm a little disappointed that this fight came off so easily, because if that spell lands, he can kill 4 out of 5 of your people. I mean, heck, he can one-shot your entire party if people are standing too close. He's got quick casting, and he likes to use the Cyclops summon, which is quite powerful into Ice Elemental. But, well, there you go, everybody. Increasing the damage on Agrias. You should really think about it. That might have looked easy since we won in 2 actions or 3 actions, but I don't know. If you've played this game at all, everyone's hit the wall at this battle. Or almost everyone. There we go. And money! I really hope that wasn't underwhelming, because it's seriously... it's a big deal. Hey everybody, it's Islude. Killed by his own father. Oh, you're too brave for this world. Oh goodness. I always feel so bad for Isolde because he was as good as Ramza, he just didn't know. Good night, Islude. Bad news, everybody. Yeah, luck, alright. So it looks like he was about to abduct Alma as a bartering chip because he recognizes Ramza as trouble, but Virgo, the Virgin. Well, she got rid of the Auracite at least. course, there's still many people left in this horrible, horrible place. It's a short one, but holy crap, stuff happened. Hello everybody, I just want to clarify one thing. This might get uploaded out of order, and it might not make sense with where the last video ended off, but I wanted to just showcase, hopefully, the Ramza versus Wiegraf final battle, or Belias, that you probably just saw the way I'm planning on cutting these videos. I wanted to showcase it with like a bit more of a typical party setup, because I basically didn't do the fight justice because I gamed against it so hard and did these things to make Agrius really powerful, including, but yeah, we did a lot of things. So now we've got sort of a more normal level of firepower coming from our units. Ramza's a squire. A lot of people make Ramza a physical attacker. I did give him white magic as a secondary. We've got Wiegraf as a monk. He's a decently high level monk, but not mastered. I still did have auto potion on all of my characters, because, I mean, come on. We've got Get Daved as a white mage, not particularly good at it, but he's got heal, raise, and protect and shell, so like, you know, the basics. Or pardon me, cure and cura. Kept Eurydice as a samurai, and I gave her attack boost, just basically because she won't be particularly strong on physical attack without it. And then Agrius as a knight with Holy Sword secondary, which is, again, a very common sort of setup for her. And I don't think you can poach the enemies we're going to try, but we're going to operate just like a more normal situation where we don't necessarily know that, and we're going to go for it. So my goal is to just try giving a more realistic representation of the fight. Gonna hit state save real quick, because we've already beat this one rather convincingly. Wiegraf already might be in trouble, just because he doesn't have a ton of HP. I don't know. We'll find out. And Get Dave the White Mage, with not the best faith stat for it. Because again, when you play the game the first time and come to this fight, there's a good chance you won't be perfectly built to demolish the enemies. So let's try emulating that, shall we? I'm just going to skip past the story, because we had our proper experience of that already. Just love how creepy the shot is. And they edited it just so he's... yeah, no playing around this time. Just so creepy. Alright. I might employ a similar strategy as last time, where I just nail him with Holy, but maybe let's suppose we don't do that. Yeah, Wiegraf's still quite a formidable opponent. I also didn't have anyone equip the Ice Brand, because in the normal version of Final Fantasy Tactics, you probably would not be able to get it at that point. Historically, the best strategy for this is to just, I forget if I mentioned this in another video even, is just to use Tailwind and focus, or accumulate on yourself a whole bunch. Alright, so we can... oh darn. I forgot to discard my high potions this time. That's alright. Then I'm pulling out the stops. Ramza will probably take more damage if he can get hit. Nope. Wiegraf still might get the next turn. Oh no, okay. So we just have to get him to critical, which is an interesting twist. Anyway, this next fight is the one I actually want to show off here. And so we're going to operate on the assumption that someone did not prioritize going after Belias and wanted to go after the other enemies. Show yourself. This is also often a very strong wake-up call for a lot of players because we've only fought one other Zodiac Brave to this point. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, Queclane Delacroix can be kind of formidable. He's got some very inconvenient attacks, but I don't think anyone really struggles with him. So Agrias still might be really powerful, actually. I'm not exactly sure what her offensive output is going to be like. So Ramza's white magic is essentially negated at this point. So what we're going to do is a more defensive action to start off. And get shell on everybody because Wiegraf, or Belias as I should call him now, is a very formidable summoner. Probably the best of what he has to offer. So white robes, not a bad idea. Okay, and we are going to be running a lot of our offense through Agrias still. Okay, moving in with her is a reasonable thing to do. So yeah, much less impressive damage output this time. Just want to showcase her equipment real quick, so you can see just how big a deal it was that we got it pumped up that high in the first place. So her attacks are wholly elemental. That might actually be working against it. Should have a power of 8 times 9 is 72, plus I think 3 or 4 for this. Yeah, so back down to earth on her damage output. So instead of her almost, she did like something like 600 damage to him in the first attempt. Alright, we're gonna get one-shotted. Caliber is anyway. Also, not 100% sure if the spell is focused on him, but... So the question is, do you wait and get the added benefit of your own spell, and also get nuked? Because again, some of my characters might get one-shotted, and once the Des Moines start at, it's going to be bad. Once the people from Des Moines start showing up, party's over. I think we get slightly damage, or slightly better damage from the Kapetsu. You guys get to see what these guys do now. So knowing Wiegraf is charging a super powerful spell, I might actually not rush in with Ramza in this situation. I think buffing the priest might be maybe a more typical tactic. We'll be needing him soon. Here comes Cyclops! Alright. Lost Caliber. And again, if you're not playing your cards right, that can be on all 5 people. So if we had discarded all of those high potions, we might be okay. But we didn't. Which again, more realistic situation to encounter. Oh, I hope I can use all of those. Is there a way to access my inventory? I don't think so. Okay, so there's another incoming spell, but that's it. And I've now exited the realm of the hypothetical, and I'm just trying to stay alive. So don't worry. 90, 114. Unfortunately, I think Get Daved and Agrius do not have great compatibility. I know Get Daved and Eurydice don't. Okay, Rams is a physical attacker. We have to get him into fighting range sooner or later. He's got a platinum sword, which is fairly powerful, if you can ever get a chance to use it. Silence, that probably will take care of Unholy Darkness. And unfortunately we don't want to move Agrius in this situation because we want to get hit by Cura. Okay, not bad. Okay, she's not going to get the kill anyway. I'm going for Kotatsu again. If we pumped up her magic attack, that would be more effective. Okay, I think he's targeting a tile or possibly Wicalibur's corpse, which I would totally demolish as well. Great choice. Okay, and one of the things I wanted to do was, okay, this will be interesting. I wonder if that's the amount of damage he's sustained. It's close. Oh no, we might lose Agrius. If you give everyone ice immunity, he has other summons. So that direct strategy, it's not going to solve all of your problems. Alright, it's okay, we're doing a little better than treading water, which is nice. Okay, I'll just go for it. And you can see that we're unable to poach them, which has been a nasty surprise to me in the past. Okay, and now we can get into melee range and start messing them up. Haste and Shell have both saved our party up to this point as well. Glad they're starting to wear off, that's just delightful. So this is a really tricky situation. I want to get more powerful healing on her. Ugh. Rams is out of MP. Okay, Wicalibur's getting a turn soon. That's gonna execute before Agrius gets a chance. We'll just have to go for that. At least we'll protect our white mage. Because Ramza doesn't really have MP. Oh. Did not see that coming. Okay. That's nice if that had failed. I mean, A, that would have been pretty terrible luck. Also, Wiegraf can do quite a bit of damage, so that was actually a pretty significant choice to go for the attack there. I think we've got him. Actually, we won't do that. That's probably going to be my target. Yep. Oh no, I was really hoping that would be the killing blow. We don't have... Okay, we can get Kira off. Only 115 to Belias. That's almost worth letting the heal hit him. I'm doing it. Also, he's resorted. He's reverted to physical attacks, which makes me think... There it is. He was out of MP. Cyclops is a really expensive summon. Nga! And we've slain him. And I'd like to think a better fight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Bonus Time.